Welcome back, everyone. It's me, the FNAF King. So, I'm pretty sure you remember uh, when I first made it like this, the Three Nights No Help script in like 2014, at least 7 years ago. How about the man, the woman, like the first night, they're moving in, messing with a Ouija board. The second night, they started noticing odd behavior, and the third night, they basically encountered a killer cat. Remember, I said I was gonna update it. I completely updated it. So I'm gonna read y'all the whole Three Nights No Help, both the original and the now version. So for chapter 1 of the original was, I did not know we'd be stuck in 3 nights no help. So the first night, me, I'm 30 years old, Jason is 33 years old, and I got stuck living in New York on the first night. We got done packing and watched the Nun movie. We played with the Ouija board. That's a or another name for the Ouija board. Anyway, and got to sleep. But the second before I slept, out. I looked out window to the neighbor's window and seen a kid. I did not mind it. Weirdly, there were things that needed to be fixed for this to be like a part of my news story. So the new one was, I did not know we'd be stuck in 3 nights no hell. The first night, I'm Sarah, and I'm about 28. Jason is around 33 years old, and we are roommates. We're going to a new type of school, and we got stuck living in New York. On the first night, we got the last of our stuff in, and we were all done packing. We laid back and watched the Nun horror movie on the couch, then played FNAF the final chapter. After that, we went to bed. When I was about to sleep, I heard screams from Jason's room. When I checked, he was asleep. His dark bedroom had one window, it was open, with kids screaming. I looked out to the neighbor's window. Their room was dark green with light green strips and a light brown floor. I then seen a boy with brownish yellowish hair run across the window, but because I didn't mind them for this night, I just closed the window, and it weren't that bad, so I just went to bed. That was pretty sure a little bit more detail. On the night 2, like the second night, oh yeah, by the way, in the original it was just called the first night, and this one, it was called chapter 1, moving in. And, huh? And now for this one, on night 2, for the original, it's just called night 2. Basically, Jason got to stay home and work, and I got to go to the store to get food and stuff. When I got home, Jason came out telling me about the neighbors as he helped get food. So when we got to sleep, but we got up to static coming from the neighbors, Jason said that he was going to talk to them. The end. That was quick, and it didn't really make a lot of sense. While this one was a short part for chapter 2 as well, it had more detail. So chapter 2 is called Things Get Off. So Jason was staying in the apartment to clean up more. To clean up more. I was going to get some food and drinks and stuff at whatever store I could find. After 2 or 3 hours later, I got back to the apartment, called Jason on the phone, and we came outside. He told me about the neighbors as he helped me get the bags. When we were done with putting stuff up, it was late, so we were ready to go to bed. It was about 12 a.m., or it was exactly 12 a.m. at least. when we heard static coming from the neighbors across Jason's window. I'll go see if they would turn it off, or at least turn it down. I'll go see, at least try, said Jason. I said I would just try to sleep, or I said I would just stay and try to sleep. Yeah. So, basically, while the original was focused on more of the girl, not the girl, but the woman. The woman is called Sarah. That's her actual name now. Her name is called Sarah. She didn't have a name before. She's called Sarah now. So yeah, the original focused on Sarah. This one focused on Jason, Sarah, and James. Yeah, James. Anyway, so night 3 for the original was all the same stuff happened, but when we got up from the static and looked and seen a toy cat, and you could hear a song, it stopped. But I got to hear static, and I looked. The cat is gone. I called 911. I run out a place, get Jason. We live 3 nights and no help. That seemed so basic. Okay, mine was so big. So look, this whole part right here was chapter 1. This whole bottom part was chapter 2. This whole thing was chapter 3. So yeah, that, like I said, that one was called The Final Night. So that's all for that page. This one for night 3 is chapter 3, and it's called No Help, basically. Of course, it's not finished though. It's not going to be finished. This is a brief summary of what's going to happen, pretty much. So I said, this day we were in the apartment of the annoying neighbors. We mapped the place. We know what floor they are on and what building side they are on. It was it was exactly 11:59 p.m., then 12 a.m. when the static came on even louder than before. We ran to the window and looked, and were shocked when we seen what looked like a toy cat, and what was coming from it sounded like a distorted sounding song. Jason ran out of the room screaming he was going to stop them. When he left, the song stopped. I looked, and the cat was gone. I grabbed a crowbar, the card, like the card for the hotel, and my phone. I ran out of the dorm, struggling because the doors were for some reason harder to open, it said. Anyway, then when I got out of the building, finally, I ran into the building of the neighbors. When I went in, there was nobody at the register. I ran to the elevator and went to floor 6. And then the doors opened. When the doors opened, after I was in there for a minute or two, Jason ran past the door. Something black was chasing him. I looked right where they were running. I didn't see him, or it for that matter. I looked, then ran left. I found the room that we were looking for. The room was open because the door was open. I walked in. The door slammed shut. A boy started crying in the room. He was hiding behind the dresser. I asked why he was crying. He whispered, "The cartoon cat." Then the door creaked open slowly. A red light came as the door opened. I hid under the bed across from the boy, then turned away. The light then turned away, basically. I got out from under the bed. "Oh no," the boy said in his head. "It's gone. Whatever it was. What's your name?" I said to the boy, I'm James. He said. I then felt a hand on my shoulder. James. Oh, anyway. He basically screams. He did the L thing like that. Ah! James screamed as he hid in a jacket that was by him. The woman. Wait. The woman felt a hand on her shoulder, and then she screamed in pain as the door slammed shut. Again, James looked around the room. She was gone. It was gone. His family was gone. He got up and out from his hiding place, and the door slammed open. A normal light came from it this time. A shadow came as well. A red glow from both eyes of the shadow came. The eyes of the shadow were on the TV now. When he turned and looked at the TV light, a hand grabbed him and pulled him into darkness. And that was basically it for that one so far. Remember, that was just like for what happened to the woman and James. There's still Addison, like the little girl, and Jason, who a lot of people say looks like me. And no, this doesn't specifically mean that James and Sarah are dead. Although it does mean something bad happened to them. Y'all can say what y'all want in the comments. Y'all can say whether you think they lived, died, or lived but are gonna die later on. Y'all could choose y'all's own ending. Just put it in the comments. Put in the comments whatever ending y'all think it's gonna have, or what y'all think the story is gonna have for an ending. Put it in the comments. I'd like to hear y'all's ideas. But yeah, this is what I have so far. So that's basically it. So yeah, bye.